All right, let's jump right in. I'm going to say a word, and I want you to picture the first thing that comes to mind. Ready? The word is entrepreneur. Got an image? Okay, hold on to that.
I'm willing to bet it's something like this, right? Maybe a tech genius in Silicon Valley, the hoodie, the laptop, coding the next world-changing app. It's the classic image, the one we see all over the place.
But what if it's this? 7 women on a rooftop in Mumbai with pretty much nothing but a small loan and a huge idea. Because, and this is the key, this is also what an entrepreneur looks like.
So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pull back the curtain on that old stereotype and really get to know the real face of entrepreneurship in all its diverse and powerful forms.
Yeah, we're going way beyond the typical tech founder story. We're about to see how building a business isn't just for the tech hubs. Innovation is happening everywhere, and honestly, in some of the most amazing and unexpected ways you can imagine.
So let's start our journey far away from the hustle and bustle of the city. We're heading out to the countryside, where a quiet but powerful revolution is underway.
You see, for a long time, there's been this drain. The best and brightest from rural areas often pack up and head to the big cities for jobs. And when they leave, a gap is left behind, a vacuum. But some people are choosing to stay. They're choosing a totally different path.
And that's where this idea of rural entrepreneurship comes into play. And look, it's more than just setting up a shop in a small town. It's about looking around, seeing a local problem or a unique local resource, and saying, hey, I can build something new with that right here. It's about creating something amazing from what you already have.
And listen, this isn't just some abstract idea. This is real. Let me tell you about a guy named Manzook Pai. He's the son of a potter, and his story, well, it's the perfect example of just how powerful this can be.
So check this out. It all started with a disaster, a massive earthquake back in 2001. In the aftermath, Manzook Pai realized people desperately needed a way to keep food fresh without electricity. So he went back to what he knew, clay. Using that ancient knowledge, he actually invented a natural refrigerator out of terracotta. He got a small loan, just 30,000 rupees, set up a factory, and today, his brand, MidiCool, is known all over the world.
And that's what's so incredible, right? The ripple effect. This isn't just about one guy's cool invention. People like him, they're not just building a business, they are literally rebuilding their communities. They create local jobs, use local materials, and most importantly, they give young people a reason to stay, to build a future right where they grew up. It's development from the ground up, plain and simple.
All right, so that's one piece of the puzzle. Now let's shift gears a bit. We're going to look at another group of entrepreneurs who are completely reshaping economies, and they're often doing it against some pretty unbelievable odds. Just think about this for a second. In a country like India, women make up almost half the population. That's 48%. Think of that. It's an absolutely massive pool of talent, of potential, of brilliant ideas just waiting to happen.
But, and here's the kicker, the percentage of women who are actually entrepreneurs is alarmingly low. Why? Well, they often face a whole different set of challenges, social, cultural barriers that many men just don't have to deal with. And honestly, that makes the stories of those who succeed even more incredible.
There's a great definition by an economist, Jay Schumpeter. He basically said, women entrepreneurs are those who innovate, who initiate, who actively go out and build something. It's about taking that leap, and I've got the perfect story to show you exactly what that looks like.
Okay, remember those 7 women on the rooftop I mentioned right at the very beginning? Well, this is them. We're going back to 1959. 7 women in Mumbai with little formal education just wanted a way to earn a living for their families. So they started with what they knew how to do, and they did it together.
And just look at what happened. From that one rooftop, their business, Lajat Papad, grew into a cooperative that gives work to around 45,000 women. Today, they're a household name, a leader in their market, and their entire empire was built on 2 core principles, trust and quality. That's it. An incredible empire built from the ground up. So we've seen innovators in villages, and we've seen women building empires. But the story doesn't stop there. The world of entrepreneurship is actually a huge spectrum. It's not always just about the money. Sometimes it's about the mission. Let's take a quick look. First up, you've got social entrepreneurs. Their main goal? To solve a social problem. Think of a business that's all about bringing clean water to a community or making education affordable. Then you have ecopreneurs. Their focus is the planet. These are the people building businesses that are green, sustainable, maybe turning waste into something wonderful. And of course, we've got the techno-entrepreneurs. They're all about using technology to shake things up. Yep, this is that Silicon Valley stereotype we started with, and it is, for sure, a huge force for innovation.
And finally, there are cultural entrepreneurs. These are people building ventures around art, music, heritage, preserving a culture and sharing it with the world.
Okay, so we've seen all these different types, these different faces. What's the big idea here? What does it all boil down to?
Well, it means the next game-changing entrepreneur probably isn't who you think they are. They might not be on the cover of a magazine. They could be that potter down the road, or a group of women in your own neighborhood, or just someone who sees a problem everyone else ignores and decides to fix it. So the real question I want to leave you with is this. If you look past the stereotype, who are the real entrepreneurs changing the world right where you live?